Hi everyone, Chris Gaylor here. Got some questions from some ladies taking a quantum energy course. Rosalind, Madeline, and Courtney. Okay, I've got some questions for you. First question is from Madeline. Rosalind. How did you come to make your silver light pyramid, and why is it your main tool for healing sessions? The silver light pyramid was came about. Give me 1 second. I'll show you. Basically started off something like this with single pyramids, and then a colleague of mine in Alberta had an intuitive thought that we need to start stacking them up, and when you stack them up, you can see the Star of David, okay, within all the points. So we take three of them, stack them together, and you get this higher vibrational sacred geometry of the pyramid. And then he thought we need to put crystals in here and magnets and different things. And he developed about three different styles and came upon the silver light pyramid, which is basically this one. So he sent me the design, and I took it and I tweaked it a little bit to facilitate the work that I personally do. So I changed the crystals a little bit, used some shungite, change the magnets a tiny bit just to tweak it a little bit to tune into the frequencies that I'm using. And why I like to use it as my main tool is because it facilitates pretty much everything, from charging things to removing things from the body. It works really well that way. I'm starting to use quite often right now the Vesica Pisces, which is pyramid with some strands going around, which gives it a different geometry. Okay, this is really good for removing really deep-seated entities and attachments. So I use this one quite often too, but mostly still the silver light. So that's how the silver light was developed, and that's why I use it. Rosalind wants to know. Madeline wants to know. You talk a lot of shungite, a lot. What other ways have you found to use it? Shungite still hasn't quite come into its own yet. There's a lot of discovery being made with it. Still using it a lot for water. The nice thing with shungite water is that you can charge it. So if you take an energy tool, a light tool, a beamer, any kind of crystal wand, you can hold that crystal wand to the water and charge it, give it an intent, and when you drink it, it'll go in and start doing some healing work or help facilitate whatever illness that you want to work on, or consciousness level, whatever. Still, I got shungite on the top of my silver light that adds an energy. So I still haven't really discovered a lot of other cool things to do with shungite, but I'm sure that's on its way. As soon as my spirit guides decide, okay, we need to use shungite for this and that, they will let me know. Now, Courtney, how can someone use your work or tools for improving their sex life? Well, the first thought was I don't see any place to put batteries here. Just kidding. I'm not quite sure exactly what you mean by that question, but ultimately, if there is some dysfunction within sexual activity, you would dowse to see exactly what that problem is. Quite often, I find that if there's any kind of sexual problem, let's take guys with erectile dysfunction. Quite often, that is a problem. Guys just don't want to address it because it is kind of personal, and for a guy to admit that things can't happen is very embarrassing. Voodoo, witchcraft, black magic spells, negative thoughts from past lovers, from past relationships, can definitely have a huge impact on performance. So by removing these types of energies, all of a sudden things are a little better in the bedroom. It does make a huge difference, and of course, especially with guys, blood flow is a very crucial thing. So by clearing out the veins and arteries, making sure there's no blockages, is very important. Now, it's been said that the biggest sexual organ is in the brain. Of course, hormones are a very big integral part of the whole sexual experience. It has to do with serotonins, oxytocins, and all these hormones that make things happen. At 16, our hormones are going crazy, and the only thing the guy that thinks about is what. Okay, so when doing energy work to help in that area, dowsing with an open mind and knowing what areas to look into and what problems to look for is very, very intricate. And then again, using the tools to clear it out is basically an easy thing to do once you know the problem. And with my system, it is a two-part system. First of all, knowing what it is, and then clearing out. So dowsing with the charts and finding out exactly what things are is the integral part. And pretty much almost anybody can take a tool and move out the energy. So knowing what it is the integral part. Quite often there are past life experiences that can hinder things. If there's any kind of sexual abuse involved in past lives, or even this life, of course, can definitely subconsciously cause a problem in that area. So ladies, I hope I answered your questions. If you have any others, drop me a line. Chris Kaler out.